before I tape anything, I always test, if it's, does it hurt that way, does it hurt that way, just so we can tape it to, according to what their injury or their soreness may be. This is one variation. Bit of tape over here, and you can pull that, okay, over there, you can pull that to wherever you want, okay, but you can lock it in just as it is. Then one on the bottom. Can you just turn him up for me?
Can I what?
Just turn your hand up for it. Lovely. Now these might have a few, I don't like creases, but I'm trying to get these done a little bit quicker than we normally would. Then another one on the bottom. Put it around. Now this one, if they don't want the thumb to come up, you can, I'm going to over exaggerate this, but you can pull it wherever you want it. So it won't go back. Okay, so with that one, then we lock it in. I usually use a little bit of 1.25. I like to lock them in so they don't come out, so they don't, and especially, and I've been saying it a bit tonight, with the conditions we've got up here in the hills, yeah, it's cow paddock, some of our ovals, and I'm from Mount Barker, so I can know what I'm talking about, because ours normally is. Okay, so what I do now is just peel that back. If I had some more nails, I try to cut them just so I don't give the boys too much agony when I put the thumbs in. Okay, there we go. And I try to get it underneath the joint of that thumb, just so they can actually use the thumb. Can we just pull that back for me? Look, you've probably got better nails than I have, and I'll keep on going just so we can.
More than that, Chris.
Have we got a pair of scissors there? Thank you. That one's there, Chris. With my assistant, John. Okay, that's lovely. Now the other thing I do is, when I tape, I try not to tape the wrong way, because if I do that and I pull it up, you've got to pull the thumb up. I like to do it the other way around and pull the thumb where I want it to go. Okay. Use the crease, we're just trying to hurry this one. If I get a crease, I'd rather start again. But you can pull that down wherever you want. You feel that locked in there, and then you just go around, obviously, and then around here just once. Then this here, if you've got hairy arms on the guys, don't forget to rub it in just that little bit, so it's a little bit hard to come off and a few hairs come. We've got to get some sort of satisfaction out of being a trainer. Sorry? You got it, yeah. And I'll just fold that one over. Again, it won't pull out if it gets wet. Okay, so again, we can go around, try to lock this right in. If it's pretty chronic, you can go a third time. All right, so you've locked that thumb in. Instead of, a lot of people put tape over the top, but again, because we're in these wet conditions, I just cut it off, pull this piece back, if I had nails, poke it under, and that's not going to come out. That's going to lock in there. Right, how does that one feel?
That feels excellent.
Good? Okay, now there is another variation. That one. Again, you can do the same thing there, but maybe not as chronic. If you want to do a thumb, and I won't strap it up like I did there, but again, you can use these. Right, you can put that around, you can put that wherever you want, back, forward, side, so that'll lock it in. That's just another variation of that. Another one, and again, as I say, a lot will use this, but they'll do, can I just turn, lovely, but what they'll do is they'll start here, or somewhere around that, and then they'll pull it up, and of course when they mark the ball with a wet ball, it hurts. Some of our players are like other people, they don't realise that their thumb's getting worse and worse. So I always, if that's the way it's going to go, you want to come down, I put it down there and start it down. All right, the other variation is with this one. This one is more chronic, especially if it's around this area. So you just use your wide, exactly the same as using your 2.5. You can come around, but when you get to there, just snip it. I hope I don't. I've only cut people, well, this is this week, only once. There we go. All right, so that'll... Yeah. So that'll fit under, and as you can see, you're going to be locking in all of that. Okay, so you can lock in again. Normally, it's not all that rough. All right, so you can lock all that in by the wide stuff, and then you can cut this little piece off. Right, that's another variation. Okay, so they're thumbs. It's sometimes a creativity. You just create. Fingers. Can you just hold that for me? Top. Now, usually, and again, I'll get you to just hold that. I'd use this maybe a 7.5, but this one you should be fine. Again, if the fingers maybe coming back from a mullet finger or dislocated finger, whatever, still a little bit tender, you can do. Sorry, not long enough. Can we just tear a little bit longer? Lovely. Fingers out the road. Okay, you can just merely go around the finger, lock that one onto that one. If you can see, all it is just locking that one onto that one and then coming around. So that's going to hold it. Yeah, so nothing can happen to it. The other one is, do you want to get that one off for me while I get... And this again is usually done with 1.25. So they have that little bit more freedom. A lot of times you just buddy them, of course, you put the two together. But to give it just that little bit more, can I just have just one? We'll call it this one. All you're going to do is a figure 8 around that, because that will slacken off a little bit, because as you know, taping is good for about 20 minutes. That's the maximum. So, right, you can just wind that around as a figure of 8, and that's going to lock that in. Then you can, if you wanted to, buddy it. All right, so that's that one. Too fast? I know we're pushing for a little bit of time. And this one here, those that you've been around for a little while know Simon Noonan's, I imagine. Big, strong lad. He's no weakling. He's not a crybaby that says, "Oh, I've got an injury," and he comes in all the time. He's getting old, and but he's still a fantastic player in my book. But he wanted something to stop this wrist. The wrist was just getting so sore he couldn't even do push-ups. It was getting that sore. So with the ball grip, that little spray, I sprayed his hand. This was only last Saturday, and I put 2 of these on, and we got a bit of moisture last week. 2 of those on, and I put it in the position that he wanted, but that's roughly, he didn't want it to go back too far. And again, remember, just because you put it on, you can put it, and I'll over-exaggerate, can we just bend that for me? You can put it wherever you want it. Now with that ball grip, that sticky, that actually held that nearly 3/4 of the game. I did tell him at half-time we'd change it. He didn't. Same with the other, just locked it in. We just locked it in, and that actually held him a full game. For the way he plays with marking the ball overhead, the whole lot. So you can feel the tension there. All right, so, and you can bring that down, tidy it up. But he didn't want any bulky tape put over his hand to restrict him. He didn't like it in here. You can do a thumb tape with that one. All right, so you can, because it's not actually to strap the thumb, but you can do something on there just to again hold it on. Right, so but normally that, as I say, with that ball grip, with that sticky, that'll hold. I do.